Talk a bit about how you came to the decision that, you were going to stop playing and get into coaching. And secondary question to that is there a rule somewhere that a Glenbrook North grad has to be on the bench at Duke?
Yeah, that's a good point. At this point, it's been like 20 years consecutively.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I actually had not thought about that, because the time I was, I knew I wanted to coach. I was never quite the same as a player. It kills me saying that. Like, I hate saying that, but I think it's true. I think more mentally,
Yeah.
and, because I mean, you could probably speak to this. I was always like a very confident player. I was always believed in myself at a really high level, and I just never could get back to that professionally. And I also knew I wanted to coach, and there was an advantage to starting your career earlier.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about it, and then, actually, we talked about CC. He was getting ready to leave for Northwestern, and or thought he may, and I thought maybe I could go with him until one day I talked to coach, and of course you hit coach for any big decision you're gonna make, and he said, "Look, if you're gonna get into coaching, I want you back here." And I think that's when I knew it's time. It made sense, and it was a great decision, to do that.
Yeah.
And I got to coach you.
I don't know if I call it coaching.
You listened better to me, I think, when we were senior freshmen than
Yeah,
Absolutely,
absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, that was.
I made it a point not to listen once you got on staff. So
that was. I was like, "Am I too young? Like, this is interesting." Like,
yeah, it was definitely an interesting dynamic, having you around. Yeah, it was interesting. I wasn't calling you coach. I made that.
Can you still get Gatorade for me? Like,
yeah. Yeah. I am forever a Gatorade getter for John, as he is my captain forever. So as a coach, you've kind of advanced in your journey as a coach, and being around for, that first year and seeing you, I mean, I know obviously it was probably a bit foreign and a little uncomfortable for you. How have you been able to grow and find your voice, now moving up all the way to being the associate head coach?
Well, I think it's the biggest difference, and you don't necessarily think about this, or at least I didn't when you're getting into coaching, but it's not about what you know. It's about how can you articulate it, and how can you get your players to know what you know,
right,
or what they should know. And I think so. Communication is really important, and also, like, just it's so much more than just basketball or X's and O's, right? And I think that's something, on a day-to-day basis, you're not spending most of your time on X's and O's. It's more about how are the players doing and feeling, and you're thinking about the team as opposed to when you're a player. All right, I need to come ready to practice today. How am I doing? It's very much more singular focus. So, but I think that was the biggest adjustment, and I feel very comfortable here knowing what coach wants and is looking for, and how to articulate it to our team. But I'm blessed, man. Duke's an amazing spot. We get to coach amazing players, amazing talents, but also great people.
Yeah.
So I feel lucky every day I get to walk in. I really do.
Yeah. And I know, Capel was the big recruiter when he was there, and he's obviously gone to Pitt. And from what I've seen, it seems like you've kind of taken that mantle of head honcho recruiter. What has that been like? I mean, how do you do that? I mean, are you just learning on the job? How's that been recruiting?
Well, I was first, I was really, really lucky the year that you were there when I was first back as a special assistant, to learn from Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
Cape, and also Wojo, because they had been both. Wojo basically was like a head coach at that time, right? I
Yeah.
mean, he
Yeah.
was, and is doing great now at Marquette, and then Cape, with his prior experience, and they're both very different. So
Yeah.
like to learn from the both of them and how they do things was really lucky. And then obviously Nate, I've been close with from playing, and now us on staff together. Uh, and then the way we do things, look, people come to Duke for coach
Yeah.
ultimately. And so no matter who's here, who's been here through the years, we've been able to recruit at a really high level for a long time. With that said, like it's all about the teamwork, man. And it honestly is. Like we don't, it's not like my guy or this. Like we do everything as a team. Me, Nate, Sewell, Nolan's able to do some as well, which is great. And again, coach is Mariano Rivera, man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. For
closer.
sure.
Like he's as good as there ever is in it.
Yeah.